Hey YouTube, how you going? It's Panther34 here with you, and I think we should talk about The Flash and discuss everything that there is to talk about. So let's get stuck into that one. Okay, so The Flash. I'm not going to give away any spoilers in this video. I don't think that's fair if you haven't seen it, so going to keep it spoiler free. Just want to discuss the film in general, what you thought about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you like some parts of it? Did you like the whole movie as a whole, or just certain bits? What did you think of CGI? What did you think of the actors? All that sort of stuff. Okay, so first things first. I think I'll just start off by talking about the movie as a whole. I did really enjoy the movie. Um, Putting aside the whole Ezra Miller thing and what he's done, I kind of did like him as Flash. I think it was a bit too much of him though when you've got the two of him there. But I found it to be quite funny. It could have been probably a little bit too much though. Uh, Having said that, it is the Flash movie, so I think there's meant to be a lot of him because it's about the Flash. Would this movie have happened without Michael Keaton? Probably not. I don't think it would have. I think they've said that that's the case, that it got made because he agreed to be in it. It was certainly a big selling point. As a Michael Keaton fan, uh, I love seeing him back on the big screen after 31 years. Seeing him back in '89 when I was a kid, and in Returns when I was a teenager was fantastic. To see him again now that I'm 41 was pretty amazing. Yeah, just seeing him up there on the big screen as a Batman, Bruce Wayne, was just fantastic to see. I've had some people say to me, but he wasn't in the Tim Burton verse. I get that. He's obviously just in a normal world, not the Burton world. I'm kind of wondering why that is, and I think the only reason I can come up with is because it's an alternate world, maybe. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? It would have been good to see him in the Tim Burton verse, but I guess you'd have to have maybe Tim Burton agree to that or something. I don't know, but it would have been really good to see that, instead of having him just in the real world at that time. So it seems the Flash is not going to do as well as they projected. I must say, when I went to see it on a Friday night here in Australia, at a quite a big cinema, I thought that it was going to be pretty busy, and it wasn't even half full. So kind of surprising for a Friday night at 9 o'clock, for such a big movie. I remember when the Batman came out, that was just huge. So I don't know why, with all the publicity and everything that's happened with this movie, why audiences haven't been as big as maybe they think. In terms of Batfleck, I'm not a huge fan of Batfleck. I'm not a huge fan of Snyderverse at all, but it was kind of good seeing him there. I think some of the CGI with him though was not great when he was on the bike and some other scenes there. I don't think it was very good. I'm not sure what everyone else has thoughts on that, but I just thought it was a bit weird. You could kind of tell really badly that it wasn't real. So what are your thoughts on the CGI? It'd be good to have a discussion on the CGI, so leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of the CGI effects. I think the running and that sort of stuff and going back in time part was fine. I think it was really good. Um, but yeah, some of it was really questionable, and I know the director has come out and said that it was some of it's meant to be not great because it's something to do with he's going back so fast that it would look not very good. I find that a bit hard to believe. I don't see why you would still not make it look great, even though even though that may be the case. So yeah, it's an odd one. I'd love to hear what other people think on the CGI. The movie as a whole, I do love it. Like I said at the start, I really did enjoy it. Thought it was funny. There was probably a bit too much of Ezra Miller, but it was a Flash movie. Loved having two Batmans in it. Loved having Supergirl. I think Supergirl was great. So yeah, I think Supergirl was great. I think she really plays that character really well. Unfortunately, she didn't really play any particular part in the movie. I don't really see what the point of her was. Um, it was almost she's just there to progress the story and help them out. Fighting Zod. So yeah, I'm not sure why she was there. There's no character progression or anything that she got to do. She didn't even really have that many good scenes, I don't think. Um, I don't think there's going to be a standalone movie with her in it, being that this is the end of the Snyderverse. Maybe there is going to be one, but I would doubt it. So it kind of seems why put her in there. So as I said before, with seeing Keaton in it, it really was fantastic to see him back. It's kind of strange that you would have just that though as a selling point for such a big movie. It's almost like they didn't want to make the standalone Flash movie without something along those lines of nostalgia. That they wouldn't just be able to sell it with the Flash and with Batfleck and Supergirl. I mean, that seems a bit odd, but I'm glad he's in it. That's one of the reasons I wanted to go see it. Being a huge Keaton fan and someone who does a Keaton 89 cosplay, I just was really happy to see him back on the big screen as Batman. So let's talk about something else. This is the Batman from the movie, the suit. What does everyone think of the suit? Personally, I actually really like it. It's obviously a natural progression from an 89 and a return suit and anything thereafter, because we don't know how long it actually was. But I really like it. It is starting to grow on me a lot more. I think it's something I might have to do in the future as a cosplay. Seeing as I do 89, I'm doing returns. So yeah, what are your thoughts on the Keaton Batsuit? And how did it hold up on screen? So I guess where to from here? It's obviously the end of the Snyderverse. It's going to be interesting to see what James Gunn comes up with for Superman Legacy and where that's going to go, and who's going to do it, and is Supergirl going to be in it, or what's the go? So I'm not really sure where it's heading. It's kind of exciting in a way. We've still got to see Aquaman 2 though, but I don't think there's really going to be anything to come out of that because those actors won't be playing those characters after this. So we know Wonder Woman is not going to be doing that anymore. Obviously Henry Cavill's not doing Superman. Batfleck's not going to be there. So it's obviously the end of that. And yeah, what does everyone think of where it's heading? And are you excited for it? It's kind of a bit of a catch-22. I am excited for it. Something new. But without knowing where it's going to go and what they're going to do. What does James Gunn have in store for us? Do you trust him with it and where they're going to head? So that's a really good conversation, I think, to have, because I'm a huge DC fan, more so than Marvel, but yeah, I don't know where it's going to go after this. So we shall see. I do have a bit of faith in James Gunn, but who knows? Who knows what his motives are and if he's really for the fans. Okay guys, I think I'll leave it there. So it'll be good to get some comments on what we think of the movie as a whole, on Keaton being in it, on the Snyderverse ending, on the CGI of the movie, and of course where DC is headed after this. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notifications button. That way you won't miss anything. But for now, I'm Panther34. Take care.